Lobby time.
Good morning, everybody.
Lobby time. Hey,
We need a theme song.
we do.
I feel like we need theme music or something.
We need something.
I might work on that.
I love it. Like our good friend Ellie's commenting on Facebook, Happy Pi Day.
The chat.
Pi Day?
Yes.
Yeah, it's Pi Day. It's like
314.
314. The third
Pi,
month,
like
14th
the
day.
mathematical.
Oh,
pi.
for goodness sake.
Yeah.
We dropped the ball. We should have had some pies.
We should
Oh,
have
man.
some pies.
We should have had like a
should have had
pie.
pie.
We should have like a pie.
Pie would have tasted
pie
really
tasting.
good this
Pie
morning.
tasting.
Pie tasting.
Or
Yeah, I was
pie,
gonna say.
not pie in the face, because
No.
that would just be,
No.
that's just wrong.
No.
One of our family members bought us that game at Christmas time.
Oh, yeah,
the
yeah.
Pie, yeah, it's still in the box.
Yeah.
Never been opened.
Yep.
Man.
That one's going to be re-gifted.
Yeah, and Pi Day on the day we're springing forward, so that would like offset the
Totally give you like a bit of a sugar kick.
as
Yeah.
we're dealing with this loss of hour of sleep and all those things. So
Yeah.
we just roll with it.
Yep.
We roll with
Just
it.
roll
But
with
Pi
it.
Day would have been fantastic. Yeah, we
Well, I might have some pie after this.
I
so.
might have to go find
Brunch
Fife and
pie.
Deckel or something and get
How
some
many
pie.
of you were confused this morning when you got up? Like, what are we, back, forward? What's going on? Am I supposed to go to bed? Am I supposed to get up? What am I doing?
We've been talking about like what do we gain? Do we gain daylight at the end of the day?
Yeah.
So it gets late. It's lighter later.
Yeah.
Which
It's
is
not a bad thing.
no, it's especially with the weather we've been having. Like, who
Yeah.
doesn't want to just sit out and enjoy it and make the most
Totally.
of it? So,
Yeah, this is beautiful. Somebody said it's like this. It's like cutting the top piece of a blanket and sewing it on the bottom and thinking you have a longer blanket. It just doesn't work.
Okay.
All right, moving along. We're going to be talking about something important this morning.
I got nothing.
I'm trying to figure that one out.
We've
I'm
had
like,
lots of people in the chats from like early on this morning. Like the chats have been going like crazy.
it's like
already.
they knew they needed to get up early.
It's like
Totally.
it's like, you know, when you got a big sale happening at a grocery store or a store or something, and you know the lineup's there before the doors even open.
Oh, you mean like COVID?
Yeah.
So like our COVID experience. So,
People have been posting photos from like 1 year ago of their lineups in the grocery store.
I
It's
know.
actually
You don't
been-
see those anymore.
Yeah.
yeah, it is crazy. It is.
Memories. Memories.
It is. So my Facebook memory yesterday was our announcement saying that we were going online.
Yep.
And the thought of that we weren't going to be in this long, but we were going to get through it. And
Today is like our official like online anniversary.
yeah,
Online anniversary.
Online anniversary.
So in another year, we're going to really have this figured out.
yeah, we're going to know what we're doing. We're going to.
Hopefully we'll have seen you all in person by then.
So obviously year craziness, ups and downs, challenges, all that sort of stuff. So one of the things that is a practical work out of trying to live these things out and sort of be present in the moment, not just get all pessimistic and glass half empty kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I had a guy one time, we were in the middle of like a real difficult season, and he asked me the question, he's like, what are you thankful for? And I sat there and I'm like, what are you talking about? What are you thankful for, man? This has just been a hard grind. Like, what is this? So
Grumpy Mike.
I know. I was like, man, what do
Mike
you?
also didn't put cream in his coffee this
Yeah.
morning, so
I know. We're
he's,
gonna.
because it's
My-
a rough morning.
I know. I'm not so sure I'm starting out well. Like it's.
What are you thankful
What am I
for this
thankful-
morning, Mike?
What am I thankful for? You know, actually, for this year. So I mean, obviously, lots of changes and lots of challenges, all the rest of it. But one of the things that we've started as a family, we do Friday night pizza nights. So it's
Ooh.
like homemade pizza, and part of it is Ryan
get into
has
that.
been all over like making pizza doughs and doing all sorts of stuff, and he's pushes us to get fancy. And so anyhow, we've been doing homemade pizzas on Friday nights. It's been our thing, and all different types and whatever else. But I think we got our pizza dough dialed in.
Is that
like
right?
Last night or Friday nights was awesome. So yeah, that's.
Are we
one of
talking
the
to
things.
flip it in the air?
Well, he'd like to.
Yeah.
He wants to, and Kim vetoes that.
Oh.
Yeah, she's not so keen on the whole tossing the dough. I think he could do it. Like I think he's probably got those skills.
Yeah.
Oh, Bob, you got.
Am I out?
I guess you're not.
Oh.
Don't
you're
worry
not-
about it. Just
You know what? Like we said, in a year's time, we'll get this figured out. We'll have,
Can we start this whole segment all over again?
We're so anyhow. That's one of the things I'm thankful for this year. It's been one of the things.
That's awesome.
So, and
Elaine, thankful.
oh,
Bob.
she's like, it's early for me to think about this.
I'm like, my brain is. I'm thankful I'm thankful for the beautiful weather outside
Yes,
because that
there
just
we
means
go.
that we can get outside more and be walking. And we were out shooting yesterday, and it was just such a beautiful day.
Shooting.
Not shooting guns, like shooting video.
Yeah.
And it was just such a beautiful day to be outside. So I'm just thankful. I'm thankful that spring is on the horizon.
Yeah.
I didn't notice who's. I was just reading some of our comments. I didn't notice who's our moderator, our commenter, our host. That's the word I'm looking for on Stack TV. But they ran out of coffee cream as well. So
Oh.
There you go.
I know
coffee
it's a
shortage
tough
out there.
morning. I know it's okay. My friends.
I actually did the last of my milk in my coffee this morning.
yeah.
So
Oh, it's going to be
yeah.
a rush on cream in the
it's
grocery
true.
store today.
It's,
Forget toilet paper, coffee cream.
It's doable. So we got lots on the go. Like
We do.
we're a year into this thing. Which has been lots of challenges, lots of awesome, so many neat opportunities through this, so many neat things that God's been doing, ways reaching people. We've got our month of family celebration stuff. Man, that
Kicking
has
off
been
today.
kicking off today.
We're going to have some of that going
And
on.
it is so exciting because we've got one couple that is dedicating their child that has joined us in the COVID season.
Yep.
So they've been online only. We got one couple that's dedicating their children,
Yeah.
and they joined us just before COVID started. So they were in
Like 3
person a
weeks
couple
or something
times,
like that,
Yeah.
yeah.
and then they've been online with us for the last year. And we've got some other
So
families.
exciting though.
Some
Yeah.
other families that have been with us
Yeah.
for a while. But man, the family celebration stuff over this next month, it is so cool to see that we got is still connecting the church,
Yeah.
still building his church, even in a time where we're not physically gathered, but still being able to connect and God's at work. So that's exciting.
Yeah.
So we get to kick it off today with child dedications and just so much fun to be able to celebrate new babies and all
Yep.
those kind of things. Like, it was awesome. And it was so good to see people. We loved being around, having people around and being part with it. And,
It has
and
been a
just-
good week for that. 'Cause
Oh.
we've had a lot of people in and out doing these videos with child dedications and baptisms and all of that. And it's just
and
been
Dan,
so.
and the merge crew.
And the merge crew is
Yeah.
here this week, and it's just been so good to. Feels like there's things are happening.
Yeah.
Like,
And there
which is
are
exciting.
things that are happening.
There
Like
are.
if you didn't hear the little tease that Jared, like he in his weekend update, he gave a
I know.
little like tease, but not like a big thing, but
No.
just a little tease. So if you didn't hear, one of the things that we're working towards is gathering in person to watch parties starting the middle of April.
Yeah.
So more details are coming. We're working on logistics and all that kind of stuff. Obviously, there's, as we know,
Yep.
lots can change in a month. So
Lots can change in a week.
yeah, so we're about a month away.
Keep it
but
real.
but stay tuned.
Yeah.
Keep up to date with the weekend updates, all our social channels.
This will happen after Easter.
Yeah,
so
post Easter, so a couple
there
weeks.
is
So
time.
we got a month.
Yeah.
But man, the opportunity to be able to gather together in person.
Like I can hear the conversations now, right? People who have not met us in person, who join us online, and they come in the front door and they take a look at Mike and they go, "Oh, you're taller than I thought you were."
That's-
They'll look at me and they go, "Oh, you're a little shorter than I thought you were."
Me too.
they'll come in the side door, but we'll get them. Like we won't.
But
we don't,
but the exciting thing is like the building. Like we're all in there as a staff this week, and I mean
is it this week or last week?
No, it
I
was
don't-
Tuesday.
Tuesday,
It was
this week, yeah.
Tuesday. We were there. I know. I had to think about that. We were there on Tuesday, and I'm like, oh my word! Like it is coming along,
is.
and it is so exciting because we're going to be in there sooner than you think. We
Yeah.
hope.
Yes.
Again,
it-
things
time
can
is going by
change.
real quick.
Don't hold me to that.
Time is going
Doesn't take long to put paint on those walls.
Paint
Wow.
is on the
And,
walls.
on
That's
some of the
exciting.
walls.
That's the
yeah,
exciting
and
thing.
they were filling
There
in
we go.
our offices, but they had painted. Franz, who is the construction manager, he thought that they would have the auditorium finished painting as of yesterday. So I don't know if it
Crazy.
got there, but exciting things. Like man, that is so good, so exciting. But yeah, stay tuned for info related to watch parties. And that wasn't even our list, so that's like a teaser for like weeks to come. We'll get
I
there.
was gonna say you went off the list.
I know I
but
went
that's
off.
Okay.
I went rogue. We're off script.
but
Which
there's
gets me
lots
in
of other
trouble.
things coming up.
Yes.
All right.
We get like Easter.
Easter is
Easter.
coming
Easter.
up.
Easter's coming like-
It's pretty crazy.
We've got Good Friday,
Friday.
happening,
Yep.
which is
April 2.
awesome. April, yeah. And so that the service runs online from 10 to 11, right? About an
Yep.
hour long. But then after the service,
This is cool. You got just a second. Everybody, listen to Mike right now.
we've got
zoom in on Mike.
zoom in on my.
He's got something to say.
Make sure I got my hair cut this morning. we've got a drive-in communion
Yeah.
happening.
Yeah.
So on site,
Drive through.
yeah.
You're not driving in.
Well, they're driving into the
driving
parking lot.
through.
They're going to drive into the
true.
parking lot. We're going to get you through. We're working on the details, logistics of it to get
Yeah.
you driving through the communion stations. Whether our staff or our elders are going to be there to be able to pray with you, give you communion, and
Stay
see
right in your
people-
vehicle.
Yeah, stay in your
Don't have to get out
vehicle.
of your
Somebody
keep a
will
distance.
approach your car.
We'll get it all worked out,
Yep.
and so
working
all
all
those
that out.
details. So that's happening from 11 to 12. So
Yeah.
the service online is from 10 to 11, and then drive-in, drive-through communion is happening from 11 to 12 here on site. And we actually get to use most of the new parking lot, which is so exciting.
So
They're going to move
exciting.
some fences, and it's going to be awesome.
We haven't used that other space.
No, we
yet,
haven't. It's just been the
so-
construction guys that have been using that. So
And you know what? This is again another opportunity. Come as you are. You don't even have to wash your vehicle.
You don't have to wash your
just
vehicle.
come as you are. And,
that's the thing.
Bob
Like
will
right
wash it
now,
for you.
like right now, you got to wash it every
What's-
day.
yeah,
like
you know,
it's
what's the
such a
point, eh?
mess. We could do that we should have done that as a fundraiser. You get communion, and then after you're
car
done
wash.
communion, you get a car wash. You can do
It's
a car
not too
wash,
late.
and it'd be like help
Cleansing
Not
inside
funding.
and
too late.
You know, it's
Oh, and we're saying bring food for the food bank.
yes,
Yes.
yeah,
as
bring
well.
food donation for the
Yep.
food bank. Yeah, people could drive through the lake that's right beside the church because all the stuff is melting. So
noticed
pretty.
that. We got lakefront property.
yeah,
here.
we do, and it's not even Jensen Lakes. That's the
It's
lakefront,
true.
like it's right over there. So, so that's Easter. Well, that's Good Friday,
Good
but
Friday.
then Easter Sunday, all the regular places are going to be online for Easter. It's going to be so much fun, and it's coming quick. Like we're almost there,
Yeah.
right? We're working our way
Weeks
through Lent.
away.
Like man, it is flying along.
Yes, it
And for
is.
Easter Sunday, again, what a wonderful opportunity to invite people to join us online on Easter Sunday, and your friends, family members, relatives, co-workers, neighbors.
Oh yeah.
Easter time is when a lot of people really do want to come to church. And so there are people asking the question, so how do we go to church this Easter? Hey, you can do it from the comfort of your own living room sofa.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
it's going to be exactly, and it feels like it could be an easier invite when
Yeah.
you don't have to get them to come and join you on site, and you know they don't have to come and they're not sure what they're supposed to wear, or not sure what they're supposed to do. Hey, tune in. Here's the
Yeah.
link. It's going to be awesome. We'd love for you to join us and be a part with it. Love to connect. So yeah, great way to.
Very good.
Easier way to invite people to. Just to
Absolutely.
say, hey, join us. It's going to be all good, and this is where we are online. So exciting.
Very neat. In fact, you know what? Let's do this. If every time you text somebody or phone somebody or invite somebody to Easter, text into the church hope, because you're bringing them a blessing.
Yeah.
Text in hope. How many people you invited? Text it and give the number.
So do you want the number? I was going to
I
say, do you know
do.
the? See, Bob should know the number, man. He is.
You should know the number.
He's
Bob.
got it figured out because he's like, he keeps texting me all the time, like early morning, late at night. Bob's sending in text messages with hope, and he's just out there doing it. So, but I was telling him, we've been in this hope campaign. Our desire is to bring hope to 10,000 people. That's a
people.
pretty lofty goal.
That's
Yep.
a lofty
That's a
goal.
pretty big goal.
And we have a ways to go.
Yeah, we got a ways to go, but bringing hope through practical, just encouragement, like a text message. You say, "Hey, I'm thinking about you. How you doing?" Phone call, email, practical things like I've got. So the text messages. So I've got the app on my phone, so it's coming up with all these buzzes every time people are texting in. But the stories of people just being intentional. Oh, I had a friend or a family member that was dealing in for cancer treatments, and so I brought flowers to their house, and that was the thing that brought joy to them. I was able to bring meals to a neighbor who's shut in, or groceries that a neighbor that's been shut in. Man, so encouraging. I'm taking this coffee or donuts into my workplace. Ways that we can bring hope in tangible, practical
Yeah.
ways in a season where it feels like there's been, hope isn't the primary thing that we would say, oh yeah, this season has been one of hope. Man, we have an opportunity to bring change.
Yeah.
And it does two things, right? It brings hope and encouragement into the lives of the people around us that we're impacting, we're connecting with, we're reaching out to. But it also challenges our heart because it forces us to be thinking, okay, who's around me that I can encourage, that I can
Thinking
speak hope to?
outwardly. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a two-sided thing. It's for people around us, but also for us. So we're encouraging you. Text HOPE to 780-458-5335, and that's our text line. You can text that in. So text the word HOPE, then you're going to get a response, and then we want you to text in. You don't need to move it Bill's
they can
like,
see that?
Bill's like, don't touch
He's on
it.
it.
Bob's got it.
They're on it.
He's got
Don't
it.
worry, Bob.
Figured out.
Let me help.
What a guy. So 458-5335, text HOPE. You'll get a response, and then text the number of people that you connected with through your action. So,
Yeah.
like my wife, she brought in cupcakes and stuff to work last week when she was in working. So she
There it
was
is.
like 30 cupcakes or whatever. And so that's the response that she texts. HOPE, thing comes up, and then 30, and we're all good, and we count
Let's
it. We
give the
keep
number
tracking
one
it.
more time. Give the number one more time.
780-458-5335.
Boom.
Okay, and so speaking of hope and speaking of helping others, this is one of the free libraries, free mini libraries that was made, and Chuck Atwood.
super cool.
This was his project. I don't know if he did it by himself or if he had some
So
help.
awesome.
But
I'm sure Marcy helped him.
well, she probably did. She brought him donuts, coffee.
No, I
whatever.
bet you
Oh,
she
no,
She
no,
was actually the one that.
I think
think-
she was cutting the wood.
All
I
right.
think, yeah.
All right.
I'm
real.
going to say.
So what the idea is these get put up around the neighborhoods in St. Albert. People can take and put in books for other people to come, and you exchange a book for a book, and kids' books, family books, whatever. And we want to make 6 of these for the neighborhood. Now we have 3 of them already that are committed to be made, but we're looking for 3 more. And it doesn't have to look like this, although this is really cool.
That's a fancy one.
Yeah, there's all kinds of
nice.
different ideas that you can do with it. And we're working with the city on this because this is part of what they want to try and do with the neighborhoods, the neighborhood projects. But I'm really excited about this, and I just want to say, Chuck, thank you for doing
Well
a
done.
fantastic
That's
job.
awesome.
Well done. That's impressive. And so that's a great way to serve our community, love our
Yeah.
community. One of the things that's been so encouraging as I've had these texts come through is the number of people that are just, it isn't a one-time thing. Like, we're not going to get
Yeah.
to 10,000 by doing it once and being like, oh, it is, and the people that are just continually, like, every day, every second day, just getting, yeah, I got 1, I got 3, I got, that's how we're going to end up bringing hope to 10,000 people in and around St. Albert and across the world, right? Like, we got people sending in other countries, other places. I know my in-laws, they're texting in and dropping things off. I haven't seen anything from my friends in Saskatchewan yet. They're probably out getting ready for planting seed and that kind of stuff in
That's
their
the
farm.
thing. Like,
so,
you know what? Share this around.
Yeah.
Even share a post from social media. Get your friends, get your families from all over. Like, you don't need to be here to give hope to somebody.
yeah, well, I know
We
Bob's
wanna- we
doing
wanna
that
get
with his
this-
neighbors, being like,
Exactly.
hey, let's get in on this, and
Absolutely.
who can you bring hope to? We can't do it around. So, awesome.
Yeah,
There
awesome.
you go.
very, very neat.
Bob, so if people, if they want to get involved with that, they just contact you?
They just contact me. Yeah, let me know. Go online, have a look at different. They've got all kinds of different ideas, and then let me know that you're going to be building it and when you're going to have it ready for. And actually, our neighbor across the street, one of these are going to be going right onto their front lawn.
Okay.
And maybe if you live on a street corner and you'd be willing to put one of these on your front lawn for people just to walk by and switch out books, let us know that too. And we need books for the inside, and we've already had some people say, hey, I've got some books if we need to put inside that. So if you have some children's books, some family books that you'd be willing to donate, we'll be taking those as well.
That's awesome.
So we saw our church office space
yeah.
last week.
We
And So
did.
they're a little tiny compared to what we got, right? We're pretty spoiled right now. We got some pretty nice office
Yeah.
space right now. Like, but one of the things that I think most of us realize is
Like,
we're like,
we're-
what are we going to do with our books?
I know. That was like the number one question.
So-
So where's a bookshelf going to
Yeah,
go?
so we might be able to
gonna
put
need
those.
some of
Yeah,
these
no, we're gonna
a
put
bunch
those
of
around.
pastors have a lot of books.
So yeah, that'll be good. That's exciting. Exciting to be a part of something, an initiative in our community. Man, it was so good. We were out walking yesterday because it was an unreal weather day,
So good.
and just walking downtown, and the number of people out, just so good to see so many people out enjoying it
Yeah.
and being around. And man, the impact we can have in our community is so significant.
Absolutely.
So,
And there is an opportunity for us to walk together.
together,
in a
I
couple
know.
weeks. So we're actually going to be doing a prayer walk on March 27th and March 29th. March 27th at 11 a.m. and March 29th at 6:30 p.m. And we just want to meet up with you in the different four different quadrants in the city. Information is posted on our websites about where you meet, but just park and we're going to walk together and pray through our communities.
Yeah.
So we're really excited to be able to do this. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Anything else to say there, Mike? Or
what's that? No, I was just gonna say that's fantastic. Like we
Okay.
praying together, and then
like, am I missing
I was gonna say
something?
something, and then I looked out of the corner of my eye, and I see Dan. He's like, I'm going to store my books in Mike's office.
You have like secret compartments underneath the
Yeah.
floor.
Push a
man.
button in a library. drops down.
Totally.
Oh yeah, up
That's
in
actually not a bad
up in the
idea.
drop ceiling, right? We're gonna
Yeah.
have like secret shelves.
That would be awesome.
Anyhow, no, I was gonna say that it's a fantastic thing to be able to pray for people and to pray for our community leading into Easter, that people would encounter a resurrected Christ,
Yeah.
and we can join together to be praying for that, praying for people, and yeah. We can do that. So that would be so good.
Mike,
Oh
I
man,
think you have a
I know,
direct
I get
message
friends.
there.
I got friends. So my friend on Facebook, Lucas, dropping comments asking. He's disappointed because he gave me a mug for
I
Christmas.
like that mug.
I know, fantastic mug. So our friend Lucas, when he comes to visit, he doesn't like these fancy pottery mugs that my wife loves, and so he
I'm
he
with you,
mocks her.
Kim.
He mocks her mugs. He's like, so he has a styrofoam cup for the next time he comes and visits. That's his name on it. So
Brutal.
he just wishes that I'd be using his mug that he gave me for Christmas.
Right, with
So,
your like
my
big
picture on it.
hat.
Yeah,
Fur hat.
my Revs on the roof hat.
oh,
yeah.
yes.
So anyhow, sorry I didn't bring it this morning. I've got our nice pottery mugs, which I think are fantastic. But anyhow,
There you go.
I digress. So anyhow, we got prayer walks that are happening on
March 27th.
27th and
Bef-
29th.
Before that, though, we invite you to join us online for our annual general
Woo.
meeting. As we recap this past year, we have some things to talk about going forward. If you're a member of STAC, then you can vote on certain things. But this meeting's open for everybody.
Yeah.
So we just invite you to join us online, 7 o'clock on March 22nd. And you do need to register in order to receive the Zoom link for
Yeah.
this meeting.
That's what I was going to say. Yep. Make sure you register. It's going to be good. Good to hear about where we've been over the last
Yeah.
year, which has been a crazy year, and all sorts of new things, and just God's faithfulness through His people, seeing the church continue to flourish in what's been a challenging season. And feels like we're coming to the end of things, or we've said that a lot, but it feels like we're kind of
Yeah.
moving in that direction.
We're a
But to
lot
be able
further
to-
than we were a year ago.
Yeah, to be able to hear about that, to connect, like Melaine said, everybody's welcome to be part of it. Obviously, there's a few things that we're voting on
Yeah.
for members that are important and valuable, so we encourage you to be part of that.
Yeah.
And they're, like, last year's one was like an hour. So, like, you know.
If you've been to the in-person ones,
Yeah, that was
I mean,
like- that was
those
a
are
thing.
not just an hour.
Yeah.
So the online ones, gold.
and like John Giacetti last year doing his, like,
Some good
Anchorman
news bit.
thing, like,
Yeah.
like news bit, man.
Yeah.
You don't want to miss out.
Yeah,
It's
it
going to
was
be a good
really
time.
Yeah.
So,
And I think too that through this last year, the leadership of the church, the elders, have done a phenomenal job.
awesome.
Just continually moving us forward, supporting everything that's going on, just giving wonderful leadership to us as a church and the congregation
Yep.
as we get through this time. So thank you to them.
Absolutely. And if you want to register for that, there's just a button just on our homepage. There's just annual general meeting. Just click on that, and it'll take you straight to the info.
Very, very good. I guess we should talk a little bit about fellowship, about merge.
Well, the fellowship, yeah. So Merge was on site last
Yep.
week. Awesome to have so
So
many students
awesome.
around. They filled their numbers that they could have and protocols and all the rest of it. So they had a great time on site. So good. One of the gals that we baptized this week.
That's right.
She was so excited with her group being on site. They had like 19 grade 7 girls, I want to say.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Somewhere in that ballpark, like crazy. The whole clan was out. It was awesome. So good. Fantastic to see that kind of stuff. We get the fellowship is coming on site this week, which is exciting. Merge is online this week, and then they'll be back in person next week. But we also have groups that are starting to gather
Yes.
in
Small
the
groups.
church. Small groups are meeting here. We got the table that's
Coming
coming up in
back.
April.
Yeah.
So many of those things are happening, and we're excited to be able to gather people around and be a part with this. And it is so good to see some of those realities hopefully coming to fruition
Yep.
in the days ahead, because it's exciting to see people.
Absolutely. And I mean, honestly, if you wondered how can I get plugged in, how can I get connected, there's no better time. There's so much going on right now to be involved with. We have the listening prayer practicum going on. We have groups coming up. I know that with the table, and I'm sure that Pam is putting together more C3 groups coming up for the
Yep.
summertime. So just there's so many different ways you can
And
be
you can
connected.
connect with us Monday to Friday, 7:14 in the morning,
the
in our
morning.
Facebook
In the morning
group as
on
part of
prayer.
our Lent season
Yeah.
of prayer,
Yeah.
and the devotional stuff and the scripture readings
So
all
good.
online. But join us in the morning, 7:14 on our Facebook group. We'd love to see you.
Absolutely.
So, all right,
Very good.
We're telling to wrap up. And next week
Oh.
we have some special lobby time guests.
we do.
We have a lobby time takeover
Oh.
next
Well,
week.
Yeah, so you have
So-
to tune in to find out what the
Yeah.
details are. It's gonna be good.
Very good.
We may or may not be here.
Okay.
All right.
We're saying goodbye.
We got to say goodbye.
Okay.
Bye, everyone. Thanks, Chuck. Good job.
We're gonna wrap it up. Thanks for coming.
See you, everybody. Have a great week.
Refresh your screens. Tune in for the service.
Bye.